The new channel. The new channel. Hashtag TNCNow.
The views, opinions, and insights expressed in the following shows are those of the host, producers, guests, and viewers. They do not necessarily reflect the position of the channel. Viewer discretion is advised.
Mabuhay and welcome to the new channel. Our passion transforms a community that sees and shares everything new. I am King Gonzalez, and you guys are watching the fifth episode of the fifth season of Realty Realities. Good Saturday afternoon to everybody. Hope you guys are enjoying the long weekend. Um, Malamang iba sa inyo are going on a weekend because you're on a high because of the SK and barangay elections. At yung iba naman ay going on a reflection because you might have not made it to the list of kagawads or the chairman or the SK list. But do not fear because the time that God has chosen you to serve is not yet this time. So I suggest that we reflect, yes, but we also pray for those who won the elections. Dahil ang barangay, that's very important. If you guys watched our show, ni Sir Nato and one of our other hosts, si Charm, they mentioned that barangay is very important in governance kasi connected din yan sa real estate development. If a barangay is well, say, peace and order is good, well managed by the barangay officials, then of course, yung mga businesses will go to that barangay at real estate develop will soon follow. Commercial spaces will be made available, and then people will also start making those townhouse developments and apartments at uunlad ang inyong barangay lalo pa. So, enough muna of the SK and barangay elections. What do we have this Saturday afternoon? Well, you guys have me. You guys only have me if you saw the poster earlier. It's because people are on break dahil nga these are the holidays. It's a long weekend. So you have me all 30 minutes of the show to talk to you and to share to you my experiences and what I've learned in real estate. At yan ang 10 steps in selling or purchasing a property here in the Philippines. Bago natin pasadahan yung 10 steps na yan, we'd like to thank our sponsors who have made Realty realities. Uy, fifth season na. Fifth season possible. And they are Vista Residences. Well, if you're looking for condominiums that are conveniently located near your office, near the schools of your kids, then just go to any of your core global brokers division. You check out their Facebook page because they have a Facebook page, Core Global Brokers Division, and you get to choose your favorite broker there. Last but definitely not the least, Q Bags by Candy. These are artisan bags by the artisans in Marikina, commissioned by Miss Candy Pangilinan. Yan, kita nyo naman. Color blue. And today, because we don't have any guest, a lucky winner will get to take home this Q Bags by Candy. And how do you win it? You just listen to our short lang, mga 20 minutes na nga lang yata natitira sa akin. 20 minutes, and I will have a question at the end of the show, and whoever gets to answer that question correctly by putting it in the comment section, the first one will get this Q Bags by Candy. Beautiful blue. Okay? Sige, umpisahan na natin itong afternoon of knowing the 10 steps to selling or purchasing a property here in the Philippines. Ano bang first? Yan. Back to basics. You know what? We've already showed this to you at the start of the third season. Bakit ko naman gustong ipakita ulit at i-share sa inyo? Kasi marami pa rin po out in the market or in your neighborhoods, ang nagtatanong na, King, papaano ba magbenta ng property dyan sa Pilipinas or dito sa Pilipinas? Kaya sabi ko, I think this is the apt time for us to share it once again. And this is how it goes. What's the first one? Okay. Is this research? Well, one, this is based on our experiences. I'm a real estate broker under King Kong Realty Corporation. And also, I've done numerous seminars. I've attended numerous seminars. And this is a collation of the experience, the seminars. Plus, we also got the help of, I think we got it, some of these we got from Lamudi. So the first one is get the agreement of your family. No? Get the agreement of your family. Kasi karamihan naman po ng mga properties na binebenta, hindi lang isa ang nagmamay-ari. No? It's a whole lot of siblings. It might be that their mom and dad passed away already and they're left with the property. So consult with your siblings. 'Di ba? Hindi naman yan, depende yan sa mechanics ng families nyo eh. Meron kasing mga ibang families na yung panganay na kapatid yung nagde-decide. No? Meron namang families that they have equal votes whether they're gonna sell the property or not. So the decision has to be made by everybody. No? And this is covered by what we call ano ba yung kalimitan dynamics ng mga Filipino families nowadays? Marami ang nasa overseas na. Tapos meron natitira isa o dalawa dito sa Pilipinas. At yung isa o dalawa, or kung sino man yung napupusuan yung mas makakatutok sa pagbenta ng family, that's the person or that's the brother or sister that you should give the special power of attorney, diba, in selling your property. So a special power of attorney or an SPA is a document that is prepared either by your broker, pwede naman yung broker, or you have a lawyer friend who can assist you with it, or probably your family also has a format, then you can use that. And that special power of attorney gives or empowers that sibling of yours to sell the property. Pero hindi lang po yon ang katapusan because it also has to have how much are you guys thinking of selling it, right? And that is something that you also need to discuss. If we just go back to the slide, ang sinasabi ko po dun sa slide is net selling price. Determine nyo po ang net selling price. Kumbaga, ang net selling price is magkano ba ang gusto nyong ma-take home na magkakapatid. Kung solo lang po kayo, kung mag-asawa lang po kayo na nagbebenta ng property na yun, magkano ba ang neto nyong gusto matanggap out of the selling of the property? Okay? Then, that is the time that you tell your broker na ito sana, 'di ba? It's still a wish list. Ito sana ang gusto naming presyo o pera na matanggap out of the selling of our property. All right? Number 2, talk to a licensed real estate broker or an accredited real estate agent. You probably heard it from our guest, Miss Vinya Lapus, who used to be part of the PAREB, in Philippine Association of Real Estate Boards, and is a lecturer of PRC, the regulating body for real estate professionals. Please, please, please. She reminded us that there is a RESA law and that Real Estate Service Act, which is a law now, states that you should always and only deal with your licensed broker or accredited real estate salesperson or agent. Kasi if you deal with somebody who's not licensed or not accredited, then that is against the law. At bakit nyo nga ba gagamitin ang mga brokers, ang mga licensed brokers? Kasi po, ito po ang ginagawa namin day in, day out. Pagising po namin sa umaga, pagbebenta o pag-aaral ng real estate ang aming inaatupag bukod sa pag-aalaga sa aming mga pamilya. Di ba po? Nag-aaral din po kami. We have a continuing education, through realty realities or through accredited seminars. Okay? So please go through your brokers. And also the advantage is that we know the market. Dahil nga po day in, day out, ito ang kinakain namin. Alam namin kung magkano ang bentahan sa Visayas Avenue. Kung tatanungin niyo po ako, kung ano po ang bentahan dyan sa Mindanao Avenue sa Congressional, which are the territories that I handle because my office is near the area. Right? Ganon din yung mga ibang broker friends nyo na ang specialization is where their offices or where their homes are located. So, kumbaga, pag tinanong nyo nga wala pang kisat mata, masasagot na nila. Ano ba ang rentahan dito sa area na to? Ano ba ang bentahan sa area na ito? Okay, so we know the market and we also give you options in terms of if you are buying, then we can give you options, not just one, but at least 3 options of properties to buy. And at the same time, if you are selling your property, then we can also give you options as to magkano ba ang bentahan. We have market references because this is our work. Okay? So please get in touch with your favorite broker if you're thinking of selling your properties or give them a text message. What's your number 3? The property and signing of the authority to sell. Let's deal with the property. Ito naman yung usual, no? So, sinabi niyo na, oh, King, I want you to check out my property. Nasa, nasa Paradise Village in Project A. Can you come this date? At syempre, ko-confirm namin yan. Pagpunta po namin doon, we will do our thing which is which are, it's a number of things, hindi lang isa. We will take pictures of the property itself. And then, iikot kami dun sa neighborhood, pag-aaralan po namin, ano bang malapit dito? Meron bang McDonald's? Meron bang Jollibee? Meron bang Starbucks? Which are clients of King Realty. Okay, and then we will study, are there supermarkets nearby? Is a church also located in the area? We will study the area, no, aside from the property, so that when we start selling it or when we start giving recommendations to you as to the selling price, we've covered that. Diba? We will come back to our offices and then also do re, uh, our references. References kung magkano ang mga nabenta. Sa chat din po kami sa aming mga kaibigan na brokers para ipagtanong yan so that we can give you the best price that's possible for your property. Mind you, not just the easiest price for us to sell the property, kundi the best price that you, the seller, can get for your hard-earned property. Dahil alam po namin na pinaghirapan niyo po yan. Okay? But also note, yes, you would have your sabi ko nga wish list of price because it is your hard work. It is, you also have sentimental value. But what we bring onto the table is objectivity. Para pakita namin sa inyo magkano ba talaga ang nagkabentahan doon. Kung meron bang mga pangyayari, meron bang outside economic factors for us to suggest a different price than what you think. Okay po? And then we will come into, nandun din sa number 3, authority to sell. Okay, so authority to sell is you giving us the authority to market, di ba? And to sell the property at the price that we have agreed. Kasi nakasulat din po yun. Nakasulat din po sa authority to sell kung gaano katagal nyo kami bibigyan ng otoridad para magbenta. And ang suggestion ko naman is that there's also a portion there which is exclusivity. Now, if you have a favorite broker, if you have a trusted broker, family member or a friend, then please give them exclusivity. Because exclusivity gives them, kumbaga ako pag exclusive, talagang todo bigay yung tutok ko doon sa pagbebenta ng property niyo. Bakit? Because it is my responsibility. 'Di ba? Exclusive ako. Now, kung merong ibang broker na lumapit sa inyo at they find out that you're selling your property, the exclusivity only means that you can endorse, halimbawa may lumapit na broker, binibenta pala yung property nyo. Endorse your exclusive broker to them. Bigyan nyo yung number o contact mo yung exclusive broker ko para tulungan ka niya. Because your exclusive broker serves your interest and protects you from the transaction. 'Di ba? While the other broker, siya malamang yung nakahanap ng seller, ng buyer. Kaya siya naman ang protection niya is the buyer's interest. So your exclusive broker protects you, 'di ba? And then the other broker, siya naman protects the interest of the buyer. And then let these brokers battle it out on the negotiation table so that you get the best deal out of your property. Okay, clear? Any questions? If you have questions, just remember to just put it in the comment section and then we will answer that question. Hey, number 4. broker to market the property. Ayan. Because that's why you use a broker because the broker pays, diba? Pays the Lamudis, pays the whatever, the space for mybiz.com, pays the other property selling sites, right? Has an account with Oh My Home, right? So kami, we always have these tie-ups with these selling sites. We also do it on Facebook, on the marketplace, and do boost of posts so that we are able to sell your property the fastest possible time and at the price that you want it sold. Okay? So, but also indicate in the authority to sell. Kasi merong ibang mga sellers na, King, ayaw naming i-market mo in public. Pwede dun sa mga suki mo lang na buyers. Pwede din po yun. But let's indicate it in the authority to sell. Kasi ako, meron akong ano eh, no? Meron akong seller, tas nagulat na lang siya kasi in one of his viewings, his social media viewings, he caught realty realities and I was selling his property. Sabi na ayaw ng pamilya namin na ano na out in the public yung pagbebenta. So I had to take that out of my public listing. Okay? So we market the property and we actually spend in marketing your property. Okay? What's the number 5? Hmm. Once we market it, the effect is that people will inquire from our advertisements and in our chats, and we will have property viewing and showing of your property to the prospective buyer. Okay, nakasulat din dyan, we show the title and tax declaration to the prospect. So it's not really necessary, no? But there are some meticulous buyers who want to see already uh, who owns the property and the tax declaration itself. Kaya pinapakita po natin yan by request. But if say for example the broker does not feel comfortable showing the titles and tax decks, then we will opt not to. So ano naman yan? Nasa discretion din namin kung ayaw namin ipakita yung title and tax deck. But some buyers are just being careful because there have been cases that other people sell other people's properties. So, in purposes of transparency, I recommend that if there's a buyer who's interested, then he sends in a letter of intent, which I think is my next, di ba? The letter of intent will show that he is serious in buying your property. Then that's the time that I will show them your title and tax deed. So number 6, yan. Okay. The submission of letter of intent. So sino ba ang nagsasubmit niyan? It's the prospective buyer. That's addressed to you, the seller. And then if it's already good, then you accept the letter of intent. And with some cases, with earnest money, so that they'll show how interested they are in purchasing your property. But it's not necessary. The earnest money is not necessary, but it's to show the seriousness and the truthfulness of the intent of the person. That's why in some cases the earnest money is paid. Okay. Before we proceed, again, we'd like to thank the sponsors of the show because you guys have trusted us in telling people how real estate is properly done in the country. So these are Vista Residences. Uh, Ano bang hot ng Vista Residences? Yung University Series. These are condominiums right across or right beside the major universities here in the metro. And you can all get them from the core global brokers division. Then, of course, Q-Bags by Candy. Okay, what's our number 7? Konti na lang, konti na lang. Number 7 is, ito na naman, ito yung mga major roles of your broker. Preparation, negotiation, and signing of the contract to sell. Bago tayo umabot dun sa pagsasign ng contract to sell, yung negotiation muna. Diba? Brokers, no? Brokers always has the mission of giving and protecting your best interest. That's why we go into the negotiation. And that negotiation would mean that if the offer of the seller is still not worth it, diba? Sorry, if the offer of the buyer is still not worth it, is still far from your desired selling price, then we tell them. So all of the offers, whether it be low, whether it be low ball, I think that's part of our promise that we should show it to the sellers. Meron kasing mga ibang instances na yung sellers parang, okay, wag mo na sa akin ipakita yung yung mababang offer na yan. You know what, during our review, it was said there that even low balls, we need to show it to you. So, don't get offended if we show to you mga LOIs that have low rates. It's just that we have to, so that you know that there's somebody interested in it, but still not at the price that you wanted. So negotiations, we play an active role. Your brokers play an active role to give you our recommendations, whether it's already market price, diba? Kasi hindi naman tayo conscious eh. You, the sellers, would always have your price in your head, but the market would always dictate what is the current selling price. If you don't have any bidders that meet your price, then it's time to pause, right? And talk to your family members or to your spouse na, uy, mukhang hindi yata tama yung presyong in-establish natin in selling our property. Then you talk it out, right? And your brokers are always there to help you out, give our 2 cents worth, but not just 2 cents worth, give you the wisdom that we've gained through all the years of experiences in selling properties. Okay? What's on it? Sige, pa-flash lang po ng slide. And then we also help out in the contract to sell, right? The contract to sell, and then there's the absolute or the deed of sale. Ask your lawyer friends what's the difference between the absolute deed of sale and the deed of sale, because according to my research, it's not so much different. It's just the lingo. So the deed of sale is the document that says that your property, that the person has already paid the amount that you have asked or you have agreed to sign off, and then that you are giving the property and the list of documents that's required doon sa deed of sale. Okay? So therefore, we go to 8, which is kaliwaan. Diba? Us sellers would always want that their properties are sold or that their properties are bought in cash. Sino ba naman ang ayaw ng cash sale? Diba? So cash sale is that you guys have agreed that it's the worth of your property is 10 million gross, so that the person will issue a check of 10 million, You guys go to the bank, you deposit that 10 million check. After depositing that 10 million check, and the bank has already accepted it, you issue an acknowledgement receipt, and then you sign off on the deed of sale or the absolute deed of sale or the deed of the DOAS, deed of absolute sale. Right? So pirmahan kayo doon din sa bangko and then kaliwaan na yan, 'di ba? So bigay niyo ikaw na seller, you give the DOAS as well as the list of documents that's stated in the DOAS to the buyer. Okay? Pag-abot mo, ano bang usual, no? Ito, baka part to ng mga questions na itatanong nyo. Anong usual na kasama? Kapag nakapagbayad ka na in full dun sa property, well, you have to have the original CTC, no? The original TCT, the title of the property. You should also have the original copy of the tax declaration. Um, you might not have the tax clearance yet because in some transactions, yung amilyar has not been fully paid. But if in the agreement you said na dapat bayad na ni seller yung amilyar, then you should already have the tax clearance from the city treasurer of the city where your property resides or is located. Okay? I won't deal with the specific listing of documents, but you can always post in the comment section ano ba yung mga dokumentong yan. Okay? Last. Are we on the last? I think we're on the number 9. Ito naman, hindi naman to necessarily trabaho na ng seller. Because in most transactions, di ba, it ends when you've already given the title to the buyer. But in some cases, the capital gains tax is paid, especially if it's a gross selling price. No, pag naging ganun yung transaction, no, gross selling price kayo, then that capital gains tax should be settled by the seller. Diba? So the seller, through the help of the broker goes to BIR and pays the capital gains tax. Cap gains, CGT, yun yung capital gains tax. Tapos pagkatapos niyan, at saka palang lalabas yung e-car or the certificate authorizing registration from the BIR, which your broker, the broker of the seller, gives that car to you, shows it to you, and then shows it and gives it to the buyer. Kasi yung buyer, kailangan niya po yun for step number 9, which is the transfer of the title to the buyer's name. Okay? Kung ikaw ay nasa side naman ng buyer, then you should depend on your broker to assist you with it. Again, nasa usapan yan kung paano naging usapan yan. But in most cases, your buyer's broker is the one that helps you transfer that title to your names. And finally, number 10 is the application for a new tax declaration of the buyer and to the buyer's name. Kasi nakakalimutan din po to, no? Na dapat yung title, if you are the buyer, then the title should be transferred to your name. But it's not only the title. It should also be the tax declaration because you will be the new taxpayer of yung mga amilyar of the taxes that's going to be involved dun sa property. At yan ang 8 lang pala eh. 8 lang pala. 8 steps in property selling here in the Philippines, but it's 10 steps in purchasing a property in the Philippines. Okay, so what do we have? I hope you learned you've learned the 10 steps, but you can always go back and refer to this episode. We are on replay. You guys, if you watch me live, you can also watch this twice, three times. We're on replay. And where do you go to? You just go to the new channel Facebook page. We also have the new channel on YouTube, on Instagram. So you can always go back to there. Our abbreviation is TNC or hashtag TNC or hashtag TNCNow so that you can review these steps to selling or purchasing a property here in the Philippines. We also have a Facebook page, not only TNC. If you want to go direct to Realty Realities, Realty Realities is hashtag Realty Realities on TNC as you see it at the bottom of your screens. Okay? Okay, sabi ko, at the start of the show, we love you. Hindi ko pala sinabi. But here in the show, we love you. And in our show of appreciation because you watched and listened to us, we give out something to you. But hindi lang for free. We give it for free, no? But you have to learn from watching us and listening to us. Kaya ano ba yung question natin for this episode? The question is, oh no! No, 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 no. No, no, not yet, not yet. Okay, listen up, listen up. I forgot. There's one more slide. And these are the no-nos. Just quickly, these are the no-nos in property selling here in the Philippines. I've always been an advocate of how to sell and purchase properties the proper way in the country. And these are the no-nos. One, wag na po, please. There is a law which covers it. And then also, to give respect also to the professionals like us who are licensed brokers, who are accredited salespersons, diba? Who study our our profession. So do not use unlicensed brokers or agents, please. Number two, no to overpricing. Overpricing ay yung sasabihin nyo po dun sa ahente nyo or even sa lisensyadong broker nyo or sa unlicensed broker na kausap nyo, 'di ba? Na eto presyo ko 10 million pesos. Ikaw na lang ang mag-overprice sa'yo ha. At hindi ko alam kung paano i-compute yung broker's commission. And most of the time, the reason why they ask somebody to do overpricing is that because they are not aware or they do not know kung ano ba yung mga taxes involved. Magkano ba yung broker's commission? Magkano ba yung capital gains tax? Magkano ba yung documentary stamps? And that's why you get licensed brokers because the licensed broker will tell you, okay, ito po ang netong presyo nyo, ito po dapat ang kailangan mga bayaran taxes kasama na dyan ng broker's commission. Kaya ang gross selling price po natin dapat ay ganito. So please, no to overpricing because we want that the price the buyers will pay you is what's close to what you want your property sold for. At gusto namin na kapag nagbayad ng 10 million pesos, 'di ba? Na it is only commensurate to, yung kukunin namin is only commensurate to the service that we have given you. Now, kung gusto nyo po na nagalingan po kayo dun sa broker nyo, 'di ba? Then give them or give him instead of the standard 3 to 5%, then give them the maximum 5% or if you're still kind at nabilib kayo, 6-7%. You give them a percentage higher percentage of the commission instead of overpricing. Kasi gusto namin kayo ang nakinabang dun sa selling price. Kami, dahil lang sa kagalingan namin, makikinabang dahil sa pagbenta namin ng property. Okay? Therefore, what is our question? So that you can get the Q bags by Candy bag here. Again, what is the question? What are the two no-nos that do not in property selling in the Philippines? So all you need to do is just to answer ano ba yung two no-nos in property selling in the Philippines, and you just put it in the comment section. Whoever gets the correct answer on the comment section gets this Q bags by Candy. If you're a guy, give it to your girlfriend, give it to your wife, give it to your mom, right? Okay. So that's about the time we have here at Realty Realities. I'm thankful because this is a long weekend and you might be in the beach, you might be enjoying Europe or Japan or Asia or spending time with your families, but you have spent this 30-40 minutes with us here at Realty Realities on the new channel. And so we'd like to thank you. So, mabuhay po kayo and God bless us all.
Ang ubo, mabilis lumala, kaya dapat agapan. Dapat News Advanced Syrup. May 2 times zinc para ang ubo, imbis na lumala, tulungang mabilis mawala. News Advanced Syrup.
Unilab yan.
Ang 40D, tumutulong patibayin ng vital organs, iwas sakit sa puso at iba pang sakit.